the same thing, if not worse. Because nobody can foresee, as I always say, that what is going to be a liter of fuel in 2025, nobody can boldly tell us. A bag of rice, just to name anything. So what we need to do now is, what can we make up our mind on that, okay, in this 2025 that is coming, that I've never seen, I don't know what, but this is what I want to make. This is the amount I want to have. So no matter what is happening, I should be able to afford. And there is nothing like, if we have been working, many people have been working for years. If for these 5 years, or let's say 5, 10, 20 years, no miracle has happened in the same way we have been doing things, why can't we look for another dimension of doing it and see how it's going to be? If TGR has worked for some people, definitely it will work for anyone who do exactly what those that have been working for. If people that have made it in TGR or have something to tell us about TGR, or maybe their testimony, if we do exactly what they did, I can bet that you are going to get almost the same result, if not more than that. So what we just have to do is to make up our mind, make that decision, and make sure you hold on to that decision till you see the result. Nothing must change your mind. Now let's quickly share. Let me share my screen. Okay. All right. This is my dashboard, and at least so far today is 8. If I could remember, sometimes I don't keep the dates. What I have in mind is the money. So what we are preaching to every Nigerian is to be able to create a system that whether you are active or not, something will drop. And all those people you are seeing their transaction here, and that is one thing I love TGR for. So transparent. So in fact, you can be rest assured that everything is detailed. The time, even the date, and the exact amount, everything is going to be shown to for you to know that this thing is real. So if they promise me 0.1% of every transaction of my team members, irrespective of their number, so my own goal is like, I need to increase the number so that I can earn more. So 200 naira, 0.1% of 200 naira is 20 kobo. And this is what they are showing me that I've earned. And this is one I did for my other line to subscribe my MTN. I just quickly do the MTN so that it will serve as a backup for the Airtel I'm using. Just a few minutes ago, even from the account I did it, I was given 2%, and this one earned 0.1%. So I did 3 gig of MTN, and I was given that 1,600 naira. And see others that have done transactions. If I have to check for the numbers of people that have done, this one did 4,000 naira. So what PR is preaching is financial freedom for everybody. Now we will decide how much money we want to make. Even if it's going to take you a year, 6 months, or 6 weeks, it all depends. It's all about you. You are the one to make up your mind that I want to be very active for so time in order to enjoy the rest of my life. We will only be able to appreciate what we are saying if we can move closer to a retiree or those that have retired. At least I have about 2 or 3 of them recently now. One was telling me that if she comes back again, she will not be a salary earner. Why? Because she has just retired. Her salary is not coming again. And because of that, life becomes almost unbearable. Another one called me, was it not on Friday, that even if he has the chance, for almost 7 years now, he has not been given his birthday. And things are not, so that even those that are in service are not seeing what he's seeing now until when they retire. So we don't want people to get to that level before they will start regretting. Now you can start building something. And this sector, one thing I love about TJ is that for the rest of our life, we are going to be using this airtime and data. Nobody can tell me when we are going to stop. So if you know you continue to do this, then why can't you think of what you can do to make life more easier? And this is all the message TJR is talking about. We should not, life shouldn't be that difficult if we decide of what we want for ourselves. For me as a person, I love good things. I want to have financial freedom because I want to take care of my family way I want, not the way I see. Sometimes when you don't have money, okay, this is what is at home or whatever, you can just eat it. But if I decide that this is what I want for you, I should be able to do it without looking for extra, maybe support somewhere. Yesterday, I just went out. I didn't know I want to do something. When I got there, it was giving me a bill of 125. But I don't have a choice. I have to just do what I need to do. If not because of TGR, that kind of thing will be so difficult for me to do, if not impossible. So we are calling on everybody. I started rough because when I joined TGR, even before I joined TGR, things were not that easy. But through the platform of TGR, God has helped me. And God will not come down from heaven. It will send somebody. At any time that God wants to help, it's going to be human being. Now God has used TGR as a saving grace. It's all now left for you to decide that how much do I want to make, how soon do I want to make it. One thing I love about this business, about our platform, is that forever is going to remain here. You are the one to make up your mind that I want to do this and I'm going to do it and I'm going to make it. It's about your mind. Independence, I say financial independence, because everybody needs this thing. Even if you want to enjoy your God, in worshiping your God, you must have financial freedom. It will allow you to do many things conveniently without committing any sin. Because sometimes when you are thinking negative, you are committing it without even you knowing. So road to financial independence through telecom sector via TGR platform is a way, in fact, a sure way. I do tell you that is as sure as death. For you to be able to have the kind of life you want, just imagine 10 years from now or 10 years to this time, which is going to be 2034. You are living the kind of life you want to live. You have all the money you want. You have a system that is paying your bills without even having any thought of how much you want to make. How are you going to solve this? And you are relevant, because one of the things I love about this is that people are not seeing when it comes to this kind of business. For me as a person, in the next 10 years, by God's grace, may God spare our life, 20 years, I will still be called to do either motivation or come and present or come, that thing will make one to be more active. Look at the retirees now. They can't go to their place of work anymore because they are no more needed. But if they are doing this kind of a business, even before they retire or after retirement, they will be engaged in one thing or the other. Is either they go to seminar, they go for a presentation, they call them on Zoom for anything. That will make them to be more active. This is another thing that makes life to be longer or make you to enjoy life more. But when you are working and you have retired, they won't, in fact, you can't just be going to that place of work anymore. This is one of the benefits of doing this kind of business. And all because you make a decision now. It's never too late to decide tonight. Even if you are still doubting, this is a time for you to make your mind to be strong that this way I am. If people have made it, you also can make it. Look at these two pictures. Both of them are elderly people, but one is smiling while the other one is frowning. And why? Because maybe, the one that is the other at my right hand side is somehow regretting that I should have done this, I should have done that. And that's what happens to many people, because they are fearing now, if I do this, how long will it take me? Now both of them are old, but one is enjoying while the other one is regretting. Now it's time for you to make up your mind. Whether you like it or not, that 10 years, 20 years will still come by God's grace. But what are you going to be saying by that time? Even if you are taking a step at a time, is better than somebody that did not take any step at all. Because in 10 years' time, that one step you are taking every day, if you multiply it, it's a long way to go than somebody who just stands still. Telecommunication, the new oil well, because we can't run away from this. Whether we like it or not, many companies will still tap on these resources of telecom. Many will still try to make their money, just like people are making money from internet. Look at what is happening on internet every now and then. Different apps, different business is coming up because of the internet. And no matter the kind of business you want to do on internet, you need data. But what will make a way for you is your mind. If you make up your mind now that I'm going to make money, nobody is going to stop you. And if you want to say, okay, they are just lying, it's about you. That is why you have to free your mind. Either you want your mind to be a palace or a prison. You need to think ahead. There is no miracle about just earning from one source. all the salary earners, they have been saying it and we'll keep hearing it. I have never heard anyone that say I'm a salary earner and I'm a millionaire or a billionaire. It has never happened as a salary earner. Because one thing that makes them to be comfortable is because the salary is still coming. Let the salary stop for 6 months. Unless that person is doing business, that is when it can be fulfilled. So if your salary is the only source of income you have, you are just one step away from poverty. And that's what I just explained. Because if the salary stop for just 2, 3 months, problem has started. And it shouldn't be like this. Salary is always in danger. Why? Because before it comes out, it's already finished. Why? Because this month, in fact, do you know as at this time, today is 8. Some people have not received their November salary. They have worked for 30, 80 days now. Nothing is coming and they have spent. Now imagine when the money comes, what will happen to it? It's already gone. That is why we are telling them that even if salary is being delayed, you can have something that will cushion this effect and you can free yourself for a lifetime. It's all about each and every one of us. Unemployment will continue to increase. There is no miracle about it because the rate at which people are graduating, the numbers of graduates we have every year is increasing because maybe 20 years ago, how many graduates we have a year? Now compare the number to this and how often was or is job being created. So which means the unemployment will keep increasing, but we can save ourselves from all these problems by having something, build this wealth around ourselves, and we are going to enjoy. And everybody will be able to think straight, okay, let me do this, but provide a solution to a problem, render a service. This is what gives money. MTN, Glo, at least Globacom, the Mike Adenuga is the fourth richest man in Africa, if I'm not mistaken. And what does he do? He's selling airtime and data in a dignified way. So if somebody as rich as him is into this kind of business, what is stopping us? We are not as rich as he is, but we can use the system of TGR to create the kind of system that he is also using to make money. Having one source of income is always a problem because it's like you are standing on a leg. If anything happened to that leg, you're already on the ground. But out of this salary or whatever means of making money, try to create a seed or take a seed just because it's like a seed. Create a second leg to balance off so that if one leg is having issue, you can limp on the other one. But just working on one leg is like somebody who has a leg and they're asking that person to come and do 100-meter race. That person is going to stumble. So if you want to be balanced, you want to work as a balanced person, you must work on 2 legs. So if you are working on a leg, you are going to be hopping. That is the same way if somebody is having one source of income. You can, that's why we are telling you that you have to create a plan B, something that will serve as a second leg for you so that you can balance financially. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you are going to work to you can see it doing gate man. And I think where I went yesterday, it's an LG office service center. I the security and sitting down on the floor. Looking at the age of that woman, she cannot be less than 60 years. And one man was addressing her, in fact, more or less like he was insulting her just because she was working there. I was just watching the drama. This kind of woman did not play while she was young, but because she can create while she was active. At this time, supposed to be enjoying at home or probably just going around to catch fun. But they keep working because they must eat. That is what we just mentioned here, that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you are going to work until that. If she stopped the work, she's going to be starved because she needs money. Not that she doesn't have a children, but what before they remember her, she must have maybe probably have starved. We should not wait for that kind of a thing to happen. That is why we are preaching. We are telling everybody that you have to create a system that will pay you even when you are sleeping. The more you learn, because people don't try to understand how things work now. If we want to follow the way things were happening 10 years ago, we are going to be at the back of the world. Things are changing, things are evolving. If not because of this system, this kind of business, how will I say I have earned so amount of money? And I used to say that what I have earned through TGR system so far If any salary earner is earning 100,000 naira per month, and before you see somebody earning 100,000 as a civil servant, that person must be a civil level 14 officer, or probably 13, 14, 100,000 per month. It will take that kind of person 15 good years to earn what I earn under 4 years in TGR. And if it is 50,000 naira, it will take that person 30 good years. So I have used the system to save about 26 to 25 years to do something better for my life. And it will continue to be more better, because if you're able to create, you have the grace to make 1 million naira, you will be able to double that money, because you know you have a system that you have done to produce that 1 million. At every point in time, you just be reproducing that system. And this is what we are telling everybody, that you have to learn how things work so that you can above all these challenges that many people are facing. Illiterate of 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write alone. We need to unlearn, relearn, and also to remain on the spot. And that is so dangerous. We are exposing you to a platform of top and get reward is a very big umbrella that can give you a kind of a shelter from financial difficulties. I keep saying this, that I can never thank God enough for showing me TGR, because God has used this TGR umbrella to protect me from shame, from embarrassment, from many things that I cannot even mention. Because how will I take care of my family and give them their basic needs, if not because of this business? And the future is still bright. They are coming at the right time, because we have cleared the ground for you. Before we started, there was nothing to see. But now there is a lot for you to see. There is everything around you. Educational team is there. Everything to support you. All the things that is needed, the material that you need. You just have to make up your mind and say, I am ready. And once you make up that mind, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop a determined mind. It is only you. So once your mind is made up, then you have already made way for yourself. Because the moment a man make a decision, everything makes way for that person. We have a certification, everything that is needed to back us up as a business-oriented company to be able to operate within the scope of the federal government of Nigeria. Not only in Nigeria, we have international recognition as well. This is more than enough for you to be able to have that boldness to do this business and take it to any level. What you just need is to understand how the business works, so that when people ask you a question, you'll be able to answer them convincingly. This is our CEO with the former Minister of Communication in his office, Abuja, Professor Issa Pantami, when he was given this certificate of WSIS, which we won in 2021. And because of this, he also gave us a letter of commendation. What else are you looking for? Don't be moving from one company to another like a mosquito, like one of our wasting your energy, you are wasting your time, you are wasting your resources, even you are losing your integrity. But once you know that TGR is here and is going to remain here forever, then put your mind at rest and face these things. The consistency that you are going to be given this business will give you that way. We give you the kind of results you are looking for. This is another former Minister of Communication. When we were doing our 5th anniversary we are a company that is dedicated to make sure that people enjoy the hidden financial treasure in telecom sector, so that they can be able to. What we have is the product that you have been using already. We are just trying to make sure that you enjoy that product more better than just paying money. TGR is the most affordable network marketing business and easiest to build. I do say that it is the most easiest, the cheapest, most simplest of all the online business that is sustainable and legitimate. You can have legitimate business, but are they sustainable? And when they are sustainable, probably they are not easy, they are not simple, they are not cheap. But with TGR, if you are looking for a most reliable business, I mean legitimate and sustainable, The most easiest, the most cheapest, and most simplest is TGR. Take my word for it. Anytime, any day. What we have as a product is what we cannot do without. You can't run away from data. It is because of data that is why everybody is listening to me now, either live or later. It is true data. And data is the fastest selling commodity all over the world because people consume this product every second. This product is what federal government is also taking advantage of. Every Nigerian, every one of us, we are the one making the federal government to be richer. All the millions, billions, and trillions they are mentioned, we are the one generating it for them in one way or the other. And TGR is saying that we can come together and make ourselves more wealthier instead of just giving it to a certain set of people. We can empower ourselves because there is power in unity. And that is why you see the amount Nigerians are spending, even within 9 months, 2.6 trillion. And this thing will keep increasing. When our children will start using the internet, they will use it more, in fact, times 3 of what we are using. Because at that time, their life will depend on internet. Even as at now, you hardly see them have a free time. They are always with their phone. Whether they are reading, they are in any form you see them, they are always online. And which shows that this sector will continue and forever remain lucrative. MTN, they made us to know that in 2020, within first 3 months, which is first quarter, they declared 51 billion naira. And after 3 years, they declared 568 billion, which is times 11 of what they made 3 years earlier. What is this one telling us? That this sector will keep increasing in value, in fact, it will continue to generate wealth for those that have pitched their trend. And that is the message we are talking or we are sending across to everybody. You either choose either out of these two. Either you be among those that will be contributing this wealth to certain set of people, or you decide to be taking something out of it. So what TGR is saying is that we can take something out of it, not to just be those that will just be contributing forever. Like I think a verse Bible said, let me say in Yoruba first, that low ni láti máa gbà fẹ́ni. That is, we'll take from those that didn't have to those that have. I don't know if I'm right, Mr. Shola, you can be, because I do. So we don't want to be among those that didn't have and now be contributing to those that have. TGR is saying you will also be among those that have. Take your own portion out of this world. It is too much. Tap from it. It cannot finish. The only person that can say, okay, I know how much.
Audio, sir.
You said? What did you say, sir? Mr. Shola?
Your audio is not coming up again.
Okay. Let me try and do something. What about now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me?
Mr. Hakim, you are audible enough. You are audible enough. Maybe it's Mr. Shaw's network.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Mr.
All right, let me go back to the slide. Sorry about the break. Sorry, just a minute. Okay. So what I was trying to let us know that this sector will forever remain lucrative. So either we choose to take out of it, or will be is giving us the grace to be among those 10 billion and above on daily, make us to take certain percentage out of this wealth. I show you my dashboard when we started. You can see as little as that. What I just need to do to increase my earnings is to increase the number of times I will get that commission. And that is why I'm all out to tell anybody about TGR, even when you are ready to listen or not. And one thing I'm sure of, that it has always worked. Even those that have been successful in anything, in any area of their life, it is that consistency. You might think you are not making any move or progress, but people are watching you. It's just a matter of time. I think this morning or so, I saw a message from someone who happened to be my neighbor. It's been a long time we chatted. But what I discovered is that she was watching my status recently. You know, there are some people that will hide, you won't know they are watching. But she was forced to ask me, tell me more about TGR. And I sent some recorded video to her. And she said, thank you for taking your time to explain to me. My son and I would like to see you soon. I said, no problem. I'll find time for you this week. What does that mean? If I've not been consistent in posting, even if you don't have results yet, make sure you post the result of those that have. That's why we say it's even more easier for those that are coming on board now than those of us that started when there was nothing to show for it. So TGR, what you just need to tell people like that you have been recharging all these years, how much are you making out of it? If you think you have a platform that give you let me say your own cash back, if you don't recharge, will you make money? TGR wants to show you how you can. Have you ever thought of having millions? Or have you ever thought of becoming a millionaire? What plan do you have to make this million or to become or to achieve this dream? If your salary could make you a millionaire, you should have been a millionaire by now. If your effort can make you a millionaire, you should have. Now we want to show you a working system, a strategy that has worked for people and work for anyone who follows such. That is what we are showing you, because if you do what I'm asking you to do, just give it a little time. If you don't get what I say you are going to get, please don't ever talk to me in your life again. You can give that kind of boldness and assurance. You just ask them straight into their eyes. Do you want to be wealthy or not? If your mission, if your aim is to be wealthy, then what is the plan that you are looking for, you are working on to make you wealthy, to be a millionaire? If what you have been working on, your plan, is working or is going to work for you, you should have been seeing that sign by now. But if it's not working for you, now I'm showing you a way. Because if you are not planning of how you can become wealthy in life, then when are you going to start that? What are you going to tell your children? Because you should be looking for what can you do to make you have financial freedom. If you have never been thinking about that, when do you want to start thinking about it? And if you have been thinking about that, what are you doing to make that thing to be reality? And we are showing you a way. If you have worked for 20 years, you have never made 10 million naira. We are now showing you what you can do that can give you that millions, and you are still doubting. If what you have been doing is working, you should have been a millionaire by now. Then try my own. You don't need to work for 20 years. Just spend 2 good years and follow what I promise you. What I show you, follow it. If you don't get it, do anything you like to me. That kind of assurance will shake their mind that truly it's like I have to have a rethink. But for how long do I will continue what I've been doing for years? So TGR will give you the grace to build wealth around this telecommunication, because this is only thing we have above others. Others might say they have you get cash back, you can commercialize it, but they will never allow you to build wealth around it. You are just working for them. What they are using is a strategy to take little from a lot. It can be 10 million in their database. They will just give you little for your own effort alone. None of you are going to benefit from each other, but they will take that small from every one of you and become wealthy for themselves. But TGR is not doing that. TGR wants everybody to be wealthy together. That is why that from one transaction, another 10 people will benefit, making 11 people that enjoy bonus or commission from every transaction that is being done on TGR platform. It has never happened on other platform anymore. None of them, even the bank, whatever, mention any one of them. It is you and the company alone. But in TGR, after you, another 10 people is going to benefit from transaction that you did. So making 11 people that will enjoy every single transaction that is being done on our platform. And we are making people to become some independent, that they don't need to look for employment anymore. You can't be expecting me to go and take I don't even know where my certificate is to say I want to be looking for a job. And we have uniqueness that others are not having. I don't think there's other platform that you can buy as low as 10 naira airtime. Maybe the minimum you can buy is 500 naira. But for us, we make things more flexible for everybody to enjoy. Our product is what we have been doing already, and we will continue to do this for a lifetime. We are just showing you a way to make it more profitable. What these financial institutions are doing is what we are telling you to also adopt. Use our platform to make it more easier. If you are recharging from your financial institution, you are doing exactly what this guy is doing. Why? Because you are feeding them. To you, that little amount of money is nothing, 5 naira, 10 naira, how much is it? And because you don't have a system that can collate or take all this little together for you. But the banks you are making use of, they have a system that can get it from millions of people and make them more richer. TGR is just telling you to have a common sense. Turn that spoon around and put it in your mouth. After 6 months, you can't be this tiny again. Your bank account will start increasing little by little. So these don't stop, no matter how much money you make. Believe you me, the more money you make, the more expenses you have to make. That's when you see other people telling you, I need this. Sometimes I will like, you know, I just thank God and I keep thanking God, because the more money you make, responsibility that you have. A lot of people that have not been seeing you before, they will come to you because they will see that you are better. Exactly what I've done. If you can't do what I'm doing, don't expect to recognize me. So instead of feeding the rest of your life, my upline is not feeding me, only taught me how to fish. Don't stop making money. Have multiple sources of income. I'm telling you. So how do you want to make money from here? You only need that VTU, virtual top up. This is what the banks have. This is what other platforms have to make you to recharge through them. TGR is now subsidizing that for you at a very low amount, that even if you take that, even with as low as that, you can build a fortune for yourself. It is just a matter of time. That little drops of water will become a mighty ocean if you allow that water to drop continuously, and you make sure it's dropping. That BTU is what will make you to tap from TGR's profit and share from it. And before you know, you are building. You don't need half a million, you don't need 1 million. Even if you don't have 100,000, you are good to go. With as low as that low student package that we have, you can start building something. And that something can become massive. Before you know, 2024 will go. Before you know, we'll end 2025. Before you know, 2026. But what are you going to do within this short period of time to turn things around for yourself? Because God is counting on you. He has made you to be alive. He has made you to be able to hear this message. One way he has allowed you to be exposed. He got to make you to make sure that you see the almost 6 years now on myself for the first time. Now we are telling you that go time, take advantage of it. But it's more than what the company just let you know. For me, I know it's more than 4, but company is showing that the other ones we discover it by ourselves. So once you become an affiliate, you start making money from me. When you connect other company give you the opportunity for others. And from every education that you do, you got value. Also another money for you entirely. You can be patient and learn how it's going to be. See just one side, personal development, apart from that time that you get, which is 10%. Anytime you start transacting, if it is Glo 2.5, it is other network, you get 2%. Then on cable subscription, you get 0.5. On PHCN, you get 1%. And this thing will continue as long as you are making use of the platform. Then don't keep this to yourself alone. You can decide to be a client services, sell for others and make more money. And also, the third one is when you now share the value with others. When you are selling, you can still make good money, but when you share the value, you recommend for others to make much more, which can be more than you can imagine. I never knew when I signed up with TGR in 2020 I didn't know I would make this much. And even what I'm making now is nothing compared to what is still coming on board. Because the company is not tired of giving me, why would I be tired of making the money? So the third one, which can give you that financial freedom, is when you recommend others, share the value, connect others with top and get reward, and you get compensated for a lifetime. You need a system in order to enjoy a system that is working in our body that makes us to be human being. Without a system, we cannot live. Without a system, even the plants cannot exist. God makes sure that He's giving us a kind of parable that if you understand how my work is, how God is working, then you make your life more easier. God uses system in everything. He is capable enough to do everything, but he decided to use the system to work everything through. We have some angels that have been delegated to wind, to rain, to many things. Even the one that will take life, it is God that giving the permission to do so. But now look at even our as human beings, how we are being, how we duplicate ourselves by procreation or reproduction. I mean, reproductive system that we have. So you can see how system works. So anybody that is running away from system, that person wants to make life more difficult for himself. And there are two ways to look about this, but the best one is when you leverage through other people's products, which TGR is also doing and give us the grace to also enjoy. TGR leverage on MTN, Glo, and the like others, but TGR now give us a platform, opportunity for every Nigerian to also tap from this world and become something, make something big out of it. The same way this man tapped from Coca-Cola system, he is no more, but his family is still enjoying it. The same way this man, our former president, also tapped from this service and the product of MTN. He is not the one recharging, but he's making money because he tapped from the system and he created a system through MTN. And that is what is giving that passive income and it's going to continue. TGR is giving that same grace. All you just have to do is to build your own network, your own database, as much as you want it. That's why we say that TGR is like open check. Write any amount you want, and you now decide how to make it. People don't have the patience to build a business for 3 years. They will tell you it's too long, it's not making money, they are not, but they can be patient for 40 years and still remain broke at their work. What you just have to do, the question we need to ask you if truly you can do this or not is that do you have a smartphone or a laptop? Do you have at least 5,000 naira? Do you know 5 people who buy airtime and data? Then can you spare either 30 minutes at least or more? It depends on you on this business. If you can answer this question correctly, then you are good to go for this business. The money you can make here is unlimited. You decide how much you want to make. We have direct referral. We have indirect as well from level 1 to level 10, depending on the package you subscribe for. And another thing is this 0.15% from transaction, especially the Glo line. And the more we have, the more the person we enjoy more. And that is why so it is a responsibility of each and every one of us to build, connect so that we can enjoy more for the rest of our life. Many people might think when you talk to them, how much is 0.5%, how much is 2%? It's a small money. Okay, no problem. Don't look at that percentage now, but look at the big picture, which is building that network. When you connect and you build to a level that you can make 500 million, 200 million, 100 million, then that is when this little that you are not seeing now will make sense. But first, focus on the big picture of connecting. You want to make 100 million, focus on how much people can you talk to within a day, a month, in a year, and see the money coming. By the time you have achieved that money, then you now see the power of passive income that will continue to come. The same way this man is a beggar, the richest beggar in Lagos. And from this work, which is begging, he has built a pure water factory. He has bosses that is working for him. He has 4 houses. He has 4 wives, 18 children, and he has traveled to Holy Land about 4 times thereabouts. Why? Because he built a system, and that system is from that little cover that he was taking or getting from people. So we are telling you that that little that you thought or thinking is not good or is small, if you concentrate on building, it will be more than enough to take care of anything you want to think of in this life. You can make between 10,000 and 100,000. It's all about you. If you want to make 1 naira in a day, you can do that. If you want to make 100 naira, 1,000, it's all about you. Just be aggressive, be determined, because they say money answers action takers. You can't be gentle and expect money to come to your side. You must be proactive. And another way the company compensates is through leadership bonus. Anybody that helps the company to build database, company compensates you with different incentive and awards. And look at people that have qualified and enjoyed, and they will still enjoy if they still want more. Company is not saying it's enough. If you do, you get. And another incentive is we call cumulative incentive. But you must be at least on Quora package, which is 10,000, to be able to be a candidate of incentive receiver. And from our last anniversary, we have people that enjoyed, and some of them have also qualified for the full traveling incentive. And we'll still have many more that will come up with this Hall of Fame of TGR. You too try everything you can. Don't give up until you see yourself among these. I forgot to also upload the picture of our latest traveling incentive, Madam Fumi. I will try and work on that, because we are increasing in numbers and we are not going to get tired of uploading the pictures. We want people to see that TGR is real. So once you have 25,000 PV, the company give you traveling incentive of 750, and we have a lot of people that have qualified, and many are still getting closer. I think I heard Mr. Fantastic say another account is going to qualify soon. We can't wait to celebrate you, sir. Serve more than that. We are very active. And these are others that have qualified, and many are still coming. TGR will not say they are tired of giving you. Just work hard to get there, and you are going to be celebrated wherever you are, whether you are far from Ibadan, any part of the country you are. TGR will locate you, because it's not about sentiment, it's about result. And that's why I normally say that it's not when you join, it is after you join. Age is not a barrier in TGR, whether you are young or old. As long as you do what we tell you to do, that's system. That's all about system. Then you are going to get it. You will get it. It's just a matter of time. So TGR is simple, straightforward, and transparent. And you are going to get whatever we promise you. I can say it boldly anytime, any day, that if you do what we ask you to do and you don't get what we promise you, you are free to do anything with me. If you want to take me to police station or whichever, because I know what I'm saying. Once you have 100,000 PV, the company give you 5 million naira, and you can see those that are qualified, and they are still thirsty to make more. Because when you get to some level, you want to make more because you want to maintain that status. And TGR is always there. But you, anyone, whoever it is, gender, tribe, whichever, anything, just make sure you get there and you see how you're going to think. This is our last awardee. When she was asking, will she be given the money where she qualified? I said, just get there and see whether you get it or not. So it's not about whether the company will give you. Just make sure you get to that level. And you now confirm whether truly those that have been celebrated, they were given the money or not. You can't really tell until you receive that money. So when you have 250,000, the company give you 6 million naira, and we have seen qualifiers that have received that, and many are still coming on board. And when you get to the last one, which is 500,000 PV, the company give you 10 million naira, which is called house fund. Nobody is here to get there. That's why you didn't see any picture. So that TGR is straightforward, TGR is transparent, and we have integrity. All the money you have in your dashboard is as good as the one in your bank account. You can withdraw at any time, whichever means you want to do withdrawal. The money will land in your bank account. So you can give yourself a target. I think we are having a target of 6 months now, between now and June next year, so that everybody will qualify. But before you can embark on this, you must see this money first in your mind. That how much do you want to make? If you say you want to make a lot of money, there is nobody that make a lot of, but the specific of what you want to make. How much do you want to make? 10 million, write it down. 20 million, write it down. And be reading this every day. As you are watching, reading this amount of money that I want to make this 100 million, I want to make this 10 million, the way to make it will be revealing to you. And there is a way we are connected to this universe. It is what you are thinking, what you are seeing every day that will eventually manifest in your life. So if you don't think of this continuously and see it every day, it might be difficult for you to achieve it. So this is one of the things that we learn. Write it down tonight. How much do you want to make in TGR? You might have a jotter. Go and write it somewhere. I want to make 10 million in so time. And keep reading this to yourself every day. Believe me, it's coming up. That's the power of imagination. God has given us that grace to decide to mold our life the way we want it to be. So if you are not following it, that is when you are not seeing it. And when you write it down, within you, in your mind, you must be convinced that you want to make the money, not just by mouth. So when you see it in your mind, then it's coming. Just work on any package you want to go for, any fantastic, either 5, 10, or 15, or 50. Just decide of what you want to do, and you will see it coming. As you are looking at it, make sure you are improving on yourself every day and be strategic. This is coming. It is just a matter of time. TGR is going nowhere. As long as people still buy airtime and data in Nigeria, TGR remains in Nigeria as well. So what you just have to do is first work with your contacts, write out names from your phone, those that are your friends that you can talk to, call them. Make them realize that we are almost in 2025. What is your plan to be a millionaire? Either in the next 1 year or next 2 years. Do you have any plan? I'm looking for those that are eager, that are success-oriented, people that are thirsty for success. I want to work with them within this year that is coming. So I want to be sure if you are among, if you are in, let's know. If you have another plan to be millionaire, then you can go ahead. But don't mind, we can share together. By working with them, have a name list, call them often, then connect with your association in one way or the other you have. Even if you don't have any association, try to belong to one. Purposely, because you have to be intentional about having financial freedom. If you don't belong to any association before, make sure you follow. Maybe you can go to any association around you. You can even join a cooperative because of this. You have a mission of this and you penetrate. So by doing so, we have marked our anniversary and we thank God for that. How to register, get back to the person that shared this video with you or probably invited you for this presentation, and they will guide you on how to register. You become what you believe. If you believe you are going to be successful, nothing is going to stop you. You will be successful. If you do today what you did yesterday, tomorrow will look the same as it does today. Everyone has the key. It's just a matter of time of using it. Some people dream of success while other people get up every morning and make it happen. If you don't try to create the future you want, Brother T-Pain will create the one you will have to endure whatever Brother T-Pain created. Because you might be saying that, this and that. When he leaves office, do you know who is coming? Do you know what is going to happen by then? There is no miracle. When Obasanjo was there, he said it was better. Even the military time, one after the other, he said the previous one is even better than the new one. And since then till now, which miracle have you seen? So the only miracle you are waiting for is your own miracle that you want to create the kind of life you want, so that no matter what is happening, you will be able to live above these challenges. Some people prefer bread and key to their freedom. Instead of looking for this bread, just get the key and free yourself from this cage. People see a bakery nearby. That's what TGR is preaching. Free yourself from bondage of one source of income, create a multiple source of income through TGR and make good money. Everyone is a millionaire. You can either have millions of cash or millions of excuses. Choose your millions wisely. Thank you very much. And I remain your humble servant in top and get reward. Mr. Shalava, to you. Mr. Shola, are you there?
Yes. Thank you, sir. Network is logging me out and in and out.
Why we wait for?
All right.
Why we wait for Mr. Shola? Thank you, sir.
All right, sir.
Kim, thank you so much, sir, for for a job well done. Thanks so much. Uh,
Yes, sir.
you have had it all. Peradventure, you have any question, you can please use the reaction button while we give you space to ask your question, or you use the chat box to send your question. We have few minutes to do that. And please, if you are a registered member already, tonight is not for you. You may wait till Thursday before you ask your question. But if you are just new on this platform, you are not yet a registered member, the floor is open for you. You can use the chat box. Tonight is for the people who are new, who are new on the platform tonight. Please, you can use the reaction button or use the chat box. Okay. Somebody is
All right.
asking, how
Somebody
do you?
somebody was asking, how do you accumulate? Okay, you have seen that. You can help us to answer
Okay.
that.
Okay. Okay. Like somebody is asking how to accumulate VP. It's not VP. For you to accumulate, it's called PV, point value. Point value. And another way of calling this, we call it poverty vanished. For you to be able to accumulate a point value, is talking about what you need in order for you to be able to qualify for any of our incentives, ranging from 750,000 traveling incentives, 5 million naira car incentive, 6 million naira car incentive, and 10 million naira housing incentive. In each all of these, for you to be able to accumulate this PV, 10,000 registration gives you 20 PV. Why 40,000? Why 20,000 registration give you 40 PV, and so on and so forth till you get to 50, 100. 50,000 registration give you 100 PV. Why 100,000 package give you 200 PV. Accumulation of all of this as you get people register connected to your platform, TGR will be accumulating all of this point value for you. So once you and your team, because only you cannot accumulate this. When you get connected to this platform, tell people around you, let them get connected to this platform and be buying their products, their recharge card data, and so on and so forth. So each time any of these people get registered through your link directly or indirectly, because you are on a fantastic package, maybe like 50,000 package, TGR will be accumulating this point value for you. And in as much as those people are joining you, TGR will be accumulating that point value for you. So anytime you qualify for any of the incentives, from 750 traveling incentive, 5 million naira car incentive, 6 million naira car incentive, and 10 million naira housing incentive, TGR will be giving you the point value. That is how to accumulate a point value. Thank you. I think somebody is also asking, good evening, great mind. Please be reminded that, okay. Now, well done. Well done, sir. How to register? Okay, for you to get registered, I think Oyewo Busayo is asking the question how to get registered. Go back to the person that shared this link with you. The person that shared this Zoom meeting link with you, go back to that person. The person will be able to do the needful. The person know how to do the needful. The person will get you registered. Okay, thank you. Let me check
All right,
the
I think somebody
reaction.
is ready. Mr. Godswill
Okay.
Christopher, I hope you are a new person. So that let me unmute you so that you can unmute yourself and let's hear from you before we call it a night.
Yeah, hello, good evening, Mr. Akim. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening, sir.
Yes, my name is Christopher Godswill.
Okay,
Actually, I actually joined from Kano. This is my very first
Are you a
time.
registered member, sir? Okay.
No, I'm not registered yet. Somebody actually
okay.
introduced me down there from Lagos
All
to
right, sir. You are
to
welcome.
join. So I decided to join the meeting. The person actually gave me the link, so I joined the meeting.
All
Yeah,
right,
I
sir.
saw your presentation. That was a very good one.
Thank you,
But
sir.
this is my very first time I'm hearing this TDR. So I don't know for how long have you people been, and you were not able to actually explore the north here, and there are opportunities here choked up. That's one.
All right. Okay, that's one. I've noted it. Let me
Okay, that's
answer
one.
that to that one. TGR,
Okay.
we mark our anniversary last month. We did the celebration just a couple of days back. So TGR was founded in 2018, November 15 to be precise. I joined them in 2020, February 5th. So I'm getting close to 5 years with them. I hope that is satisfied.
Okay. Okay. But I was talking of your expansion, that because this is the very first time I'm hearing. The only thing we have here, we have what we call Fantel. Maybe I don't know if you heard of Fantel Nigeria. They are actually partners of MTN that covers the north here. And they also have an app, something like this. But theirs, it's not like this
Yeah,
kind of referral
for us,
stuff. You just
we have
sell
app,
and all of
we
that.
have app, and we have a site. TGR is trying to, and that is the purpose of being inviting you here. You know, we are using what we call mouth-to-mouth advertisement, and also we are on social media. And that is why companies encourage everybody to make sure that TGR is being known through them because it's going to add more to their value, their profit. So we are being existence and we are trying to spread the tentacles all over the country. So for you to get to know about TGR today, TGR has their partner with MTN and the likes, all the four networks. So once you get on board, you can do the transaction on any of the four networks or cable subscription as well as NEPA bill payment. And each time you are doing that, you have something back to yourself, which you call discounts. I mean, some percentages. For MTN is 2% and others. And also for cable subscription, you get 0.5%. NEPA bill, we have mentioned that through the presentation. Maybe because you joined late, that's why I didn't get all.
Okay. Apart from the VTU, do you also give what other service apart from data and the VTU? What about printing? Do you print?
Yes,
Do you have
Printing,
that? Yes, like can someone actually print like from your platform? Is that possible?
yeah, you can print your charge card. Yes, of course. We have e-pins which can be generated and print out.
Okay. And how reliable is that? And
How what?
how reliable it is? Like that
When you get on
there will be
board,
no
you
issues of.
we have some gurus among us who specialize in that. You can customize even with your
Okay.
name, the logo of the company, and you can sell. We have doing this for years. Even we started the EPIN about
Okay.
2-3 years ago. So it's a legitimate platform that, for us to be 6 years in service or still waxing stronger, it's not a joke.
It's all right. Thank you for the information. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So get back to the person that invited you that you want to come on board. By the time you sign up, all these things will be more clear to you. Because the moment you sign up, we are not going to leave you. The person is responsible to hold your hands to make sure you understand everything and you enjoy the platform. It is when you are succeeding that the person that connects will also be successful as well. So this is a platform that we come together as a one. We help ourselves to get to the top because it is the more the merrier, they say. When you understand that you are enjoying the business, that is when you also want to tell others. Just like I am enjoying when my upline told me one way or the other. And what I've benefited from TGR today, honestly, I can't thank God enough because it has changed my life dramatically, fantastically. All right, there is no
All
other
right. Thank you very much.
question. All right, so don't hesitate, don't waste more time, sir. Earlier, the better. So, and you know one had this for joining now doesn't mean you are late because some people might be thinking 6 years is a long time. Maybe because TGR is just starting. We're still just maybe we are just scratching the ground. We have not even started digging. So if you can hear us for the first time, now imagine millions of Nigerians that have not heard us. So if millions of Nigerians now know TGR through you, you can just imagine the kind of wealth that is coming. So it's not about when you join, but what you do after you join. We'll show you everything that you need to know to connect and also create passive income for a lifetime through Top and Get Work. All right, Bolowo, over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mindset Coach, for a job well done. I really appreciate you, sir. I think, see, if there is no longer any other question,
I think we have, let me
I
quickly unmute Elijah. I've cited, yeah, Elijah, if you have one or two badge before we call it a night.
Okay.
Network has taken it. All right.
This network.
Let's call it
okay. Okay. Let's give her some minutes if she can still come on board. Okay. While we give her some minutes, this I think Alhaji Hakeem have said it all. He has said it all. It is now left for each and every one of us to decide. Say a wise man take his own decision, while a foolish man follow public opinion. You have had it all. In the next few days, we'll be entering into 2025. Maybe you have been hearing about the presentation since January till now. You are saying, I will do it later, I will do it later. And for those who are hearing it for the very first time, I want to say congratulations. And if you decide now to be part of this, fine. But if you still want to also postpone it, it is also fine. But the fact remains that you will keep on buying this recharge card, data, cable TV subscription, electricity bill without getting commission. Why not join immediately? The people that qualify for one thing or the other and that were celebrated last Thursday, they started just like anybody. And today, they become a record breaker. They become great achievers in this business opportunity. So if you also are hearing for the very first time, like Mr. Godwin, please, fire on. Fire on. 2025 is very close. Some people are saying, do you know what started 2025? WTF. Say, what a fuck. That you need to brace up and you need to get ready because you don't know what 2025.
When we started 2024, say no grief for poverty, no grief. I think T-Pain has made everybody forget. So don't be. I beg brace up.
It's a time because when I was seeing that video, the guy was saying, "Can't you see WTF?" He said, "What the fuck? What the fuck? Hey, what the fuck? I said, well, thank God we have rightly positioned ourselves. It is now left for those who have not done that to do that right now. Because whether you are rich, whether you are poor, whether you are average, you must buy this product. Why not rightly position yourself and let us enjoy this great company together? I think we need to call it a night tonight. If Elijah will not come up again because of the network. Okay, let me just share the chat box one more time for sure there is anything there. And if not, we call it a night and we see ourselves again on Tuesday, on Sunday. While the registered member will meet again on Thursday. Okay, let me check something there. Okay, thank you, Mr. Welch. Thank you. And thanks for everyone. Okay, since there is no any other matter arising, any AOB, we'd like to call it a night. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone. I will unmute everyone right now so that as our usual custom, we greet one another. Assignment. Thank you all. It's a great pleasure having everyone here tonight. Okay?
Thank you,
okay?
Mr. We really appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Poverty finest. So take home assignments. Another name for white folk.
Thank you.
Leonard
Thank you.
Good night.
Hello, good evening.
Good night.
Good evening.
Poverty is in trouble.
Night. I
night.
swear
James,
it's
well
in
done.
pursuit.
Good night.
Poverty must die.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Mr. Lekon, happy
Love you
birthday in
Good
all.
arrears.
night.
Pure.
Mr. Lekon West, happy birthday in arrears.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
TGR is the gateway to financial freedom.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.